Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to the judging panel at the Seatrade Maritime Awards. Unfortunately, I'm sorry I cannot be there with you this evening. I'm based in Singapore and was unable to make the trip. But I've got a few thank yous that I wanted to say. I'm extremely grateful and humbled to have been nominated as a future leader of the maritime industry by Seatrade. And I think one of the things that I wanted to highlight, and to be honest, I think some of the team at Seatrade may not know this, is that if it hadn't have been for a YouTube video that highlighted the work that Greywing was doing in the maritime industry to help our customers optimize where and when they could conduct crew changes in a time of COVID, which actually happened on the 30th of March 2020. Without that YouTube video, we would not have had the leadership of ship management and ship owning companies reaching out to us, inquiring about our service, and some of those came on as clients and really helped us to establish a strong baseline in the shipping industry within digitization. So I'm extremely grateful to the Seatrade Maritime Organisation, not only for the award, but for really taking that first step to put Greywing on the map as a digital innovator within the maritime industry. I think also I have to thank my co-founder Rishi Olakul, without whom I would not be here. If I'm the talker within Greywing, Rishi is the doer, and everything that our customers see, everything that they use has been developed by Rishi and his team. I also want to thank our customers who have been excellent in terms of how they've worked with us, how they've approached us, the insights that they've given us, and all of the best insights we have ever had have come from the crew managers working at the coalface, trying to complete crew changes, struggling to get crew on board, and looking for those optimizations that we're able to give. And finally, I think there's a couple of people I'd like to thank, to be honest, that I would not be in this industry without. The first is Johnny Johnson, who is a maritime lawyer that was working down and practicing in Plymouth whilst I was at university there. He was extremely generous in giving me a lot of his time and explaining to me how the maritime industry worked, right at the time when I was coming out of university. And I think all of those lunches that he sponsored have really paid off for me in the sense that, it gave me a grounding in the maritime industry. I understood how it worked, and he introduced me to some of the initial players within the industry as well. And secondly, the other person that I really need to thank for putting me as an individual on the map within the maritime industry is Hans Trier Anundsen of SMT Shipping, who was the person who first had the faith in me almost a decade ago to give me my first job within the shipping market when I was running my previous firm as a maritime security company. So in closing, if I'm a future leader, it's only because the current leaders of the maritime industry have seen something in me and helped me get to this stage and really invested the time, wisdom, and a few lunches to get me to this point. So thanks again, and thank you for the award. I'm extremely grateful.